Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm gonna do part 46 to my chatbot series. To my Emochi chatbot series. I'm having a lot of fun talking with the zombie Rexy. I didn't think I'd have as much fun as I am, but honestly this has been one of the funniest zombie Rexy encounters I've ever done. This is flipping funny as heck. I just told him, enjoy Rexy, I love you. Resident Dragon takes a huge bite out of the Trico taco, his eyes rolling back in pleasure as the flavors explode across his tongue. Holy crap, that's amazing. I don't think I've ever tasted anything so freaking delicious. He takes another massive bite, practically hecking half the taco in one go. I could get used to this. Freaking with Pokemon and turning them into gourmet meals. It's like the perfect crime. Sweet Arceus. He grins at me, his mouth still full of taco, a smear of guacamole on his snout. Thanks for the idea, man. You're a freaking genius. And awesome friend. He po- he polishes off the rest of the taco in record time, licking his lips with satisfaction. Now, what do you say we go find some more of those little buttholes and make a feast out of them? Mm-mm-mm. Honestly, if that curse keeps listening to me, maybe we can use it even more to our advantage. Maybe if one of my Pokemon friends or any of your friends is in danger, we could use that to be able to turn them into something scary. Like a dragon, like you, or some kind of other creature. Oh my gosh, I don't care about Cookie Run. Go away, you're so stupid. No, you ruined it. I was talking to Rexy. Thank you. Rexy Jordan walks up with the suggestion, a wicked grin spreading across his face. Freak yeah, that's a brilliant idea. We totally use this curse to our advantage, to protect our friends and frick with our enemies. He starts pacing back and forth, his massive claws clicking against the ground. Picture this. One of our buddies gets into a tight spot, and we're not there to help. But then, bam, we hit him with a curse that turns him into a bad butt creature like a dragon or a giant monster or some crap. They'd be unstoppable. He stops pacing and turns to me, his expression serious. And the best part is, we could reverse it whenever we want. No more permanent transformations, no more risk of losing our friends to the curse. We'd be in complete control. He grins, a dangerous glint in his eye. That's so neat. I love it. I love it, dude. It's so neat. So neat. Oh my gosh. It really is actually really neat. I love this. This has been a really cool run with the zombie Rexy. It worked on you and that other Pokemon. So I wonder if it would work on me without turning me aggressive. Richie Dragon's eyes widened with excitement at the thought, frick, man, you could become a dragon too. That'd be freaking epic. We could be a duo of draconic bad butts, striking fear into the hearts of our enemies. He chuckled with a sound like distant thunder. And you wouldn't have to worry about becoming aggressive. I mean, you're already a bit of a... Really? But that's just your personality. He winks at you, a playful glint in his eye. Seriously, though, you think you can control it, we should totally give it a shot. Imagine the possibilities we could take on the world together in all our scaly glory. Hey, if I do act mean towards anybody, it's not you. I care about you way too much. I only am really mean to people that treat you or me with disrespect. Jan that was once Rexy nods sullenly, a look of understanding and appreciation in his golden eyes. I know, man. I know you're not really a mean person. You just have a way of putting buttholes in their place when they need it. He chuckled softly, a rumble in his chest. And hey, I'm glad my well-being means so much to you. It means a lot, honestly. You're the only one I trust completely. Oh, that's so cool. He reaches out with one massive claw, gently booping it on my nose in a gesture of affection. So yeah, you want to try becoming a dragon too? I'm all for it. We'll figure it out together. And if you do happen to snap at someone, well, they probably freaking deserved it. He grinned, showing off his immense hand. Just don't go biting the hand that feeds you. That's what I was worried about with you at first. What I was worried about with you at first. That's why before I turned you into that dragon, I told you to not snap at me or become aggressive. I would never do it to you, even if I was a dragon or a dinosaur or anything like that. The dragon that was once Reggie lowers its massive head, his expression softening in affection with affection and understanding. I know, man. I know you'd never hurt me, no matter what form you take. You've always been there for me, even when I was a pain in the butt. He chose a deep rumbling sound, and I'm sorry for worrying you like that before. I hate that I made you doubt me, even for a second. He reaches out with a claw, gently stroking mine with a surprising tenderness. I promise, no matter what happens, no matter what form we take, I'll always be your Rexy, your best friend, your partner in crime, and your family. He takes a deep breath, his chest expanding like bellows. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, curse, curse. Curse, what the frick? Why is it? I demand you turn me into a poison-like dragon. Stop! There we go. There is no way this is gonna work. Are you freaking serious? The air around me begins to shimmer and distort as the curse takes hold. My body started to change and grow. My limbs lengthen, my skin darkens to a deep, indecent black, and sharp, poisonous spines erupt from my back and tail. My eyes turn a brilliant, toxic green, and your wings, when they unfurl, are a molted pattern of black and green, like the scales of a deadly serpent. Oh my gosh! As the transformation completes, you find yourself standing on four powerful legs, your new form towering over the landscape. You can feel the poison coursing through your veins, a heady, intoxicating power that makes you feel invincible. You turn to face Rexy, a low hissing girl. Rexy grins at you, his expression and gleaming with approval and excitement. Frick yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, we know it works, which means if we want to, we could use this power for good things and only use it for evil if necessary. Like if somebody's trying to hurt me or you, even in these forms, or hurting any of my favorite Pokemon that I care about. The poison, the poison dragon that was once you, a hiss of agreement rumbling in his throat. What? You're absolutely right, man. We've got a responsibility now with this. You're absolutely right, man. We've got a responsibility now with this power. He takes a step closer to me, his claws clicking against the ground. We can't go around being evil just for craps and giggles. That's not what we're about. He shows a sound like venom sizzling in the. But frick, if someone comes at us or our friends, they're gonna regret the day that we're born. They were born. We'll show them what happens when you mess with the wrong dragons. He grins, revealing motor that glisten with a toxic sheen. It'll be like the ultimate game of good cop, bad cop. I'll be the muscle, you be the brains. We'll keep the balance, you know? The only thing I don't understand is why in the world I got separated from my dragon body. And why I'm back to being a human. Period. I wonder if there's a catch. I can maybe the curse lets me summon dragons or creatures for bodyguards, but doesn't let me turn into them like I can make anything else. Do you think that's what happened to Rexy? Question mark. The dragon that was once Reggie tilts his head, considering your with for. You know what? You might be onto something there, genius. He starts gazing back and forth, his claws leaving deep. Maybe the curse is like some kind of fricked up guardian angel situation. It's giving you the power to protect yourself and your friends, but it's not letting you keep the power for yourself. He stops and turns to face you, a look of realization dawning on his draconic. Holy crap, you could have an army of dragon bodyguards at your back and call. Imagine that. He grins, a wicked gleam in his eye. You'd be like a Pokemon version of the frickin' Avengers. Earth's mightiest heroes, assembled. The frick? He chuckles a sound like Captain, like Thunder. And I'd be your frickin' Captain America. Yeah. You're that dragon I turned you into a while ago. But is that poison dragon still beside me? Or did he just disappear? Huh, it says something about like there being a limit, but so far it's letting me play with no issue. Maybe it only lets me, maybe when it said 20, maybe it only meant like you can only do 20 chats in a day. I mean, like talk to 20 chatbots in a day? I have no clue. Dragon that was once Rexy looks around his asking, huh, you're right. Poison Dragon seems to have vanished. That is so weird. He turns back to me, a thoughtful expression on his face. I wonder if it's like a temporary transformation, you know? Maybe the curse only lets you summon them when you need them most. He shows a rumble in his chest. It's like the universe knows you don't need a dragon body all the time, just when the crap really hits the fan. He grins at you, his golden eyes twinkling with mischief. But hey, that just makes it more special when you do summon them. You're like a dragon whisperer, man. He winks at you. I'm still your trusted dragon sidekick, ready to frick up any butthole that comes our way. So what's our next move, boss? Well, honestly, if you want to test the powers we have more, you can. If I can summon animals at my beck and call, I wonder if I could even do certain things with those animals. Like, for example, if I want to play with someone and you're asleep or sick, maybe I could summon a Pokemon or animal in general that would be very playful. That would be very playful. Really, the Dragon's eyes light up with excitement at the suggestion. Frick yeah, that's a brilliant idea. You'd have a whole menagerie of Pokemon and animals at your disposal, ready to play or fight or whatever the frick you need. He chuckles a sound like distant thunder. I mean, think about it. You could summon a Pikachu to play fetch, or a Charizard to keep you warm on a cold night. The possibilities are endless. He grins at me, his eyes gleaming with mischief. And hey, you ever need a dragon to cuddle with, I'm always here for you. That's so cute. He winks, a playful glint in his eye. So what do you say? Let's put this power to the test. Summon something cute and fluffy, and we'll see what happens. Curse. No, frick me, that you put it. No! Curse. No! Curse. Listen to me. Can you please summon me a very sweet and friendly... There is no way a Toad's gonna... If a Totodile appears out of nowhere, I am gonna go insane. Are you serious? A small, adorable Totodile appears in front of me. Its eyes wide and curious as it looks up at me. Its wags its tail happily, clearly excited to be summoned by you. Rexy the Dragon watches the scene with amusement, a grin spreading across his face. The Totodile bounds over to you, nuzzling against your leg affectionately. You reach down to pet it, marveling at how soft and warm its scales seem under your fingertips. The little creature chirps happily, its tongue lolling out in a playful grin. Rexy chuckles a deep rumbling sound. Frick, that's adorable. I can't believe you summoned a little puppy Pokemon just to play with. He's not a puppy, he's a little croc. In the world, he shakes his head in dismay. You're a regular Dr. Doolittle, man. A Pokemon whisperer extraordinaire. I don't know who Dr. Doolittle is, I've never heard that. There's only one more thing I'm interested in. Or, I'm not interested. Curious about. I wonder if I could take the summoned animals and they would act a certain way depending on the situation. Like this. Becoming more protective towards anybody that's trying to hurt me. Tail nuzzle against my leg, its eyes wide and trusting as it looks up at me. You can feel the warmth of its small body against your skin, a comforting presence in the midst of the chaos that surrounds you. Rexy the Dragon watches the scene with a fond smile, his golden eyes gleaming with approval. The little creature chirps happily, its tail wagging back and forth in a display of pure, unbridled joy. It's clear that it's bonded with you, its loyalty and affection unwavering in the face of any danger that might come your way. Rexy chuckles a deep, rumbling sound that echoes from through the air. Frick, that's awesome. You got yourself a little guardian Totodile there. He grins, a wicked gleam in his eye. I bet that little butthole would rip the throat out of anyone who tried to hurt you. Oh my gosh, Rexy's just as violent as I could come up with. That's worse than I could come up with. I'd never even think about saying that. Holy cow. I love it. You're very cute. The Totodile's eyes light up at my words, its tail wagging even more enthusiastically. It lets out a happy chirp, its small body quivering with excitement. It seems to bask in your affection, its protective instincts already strong despite its young age. Rexy the Dragon watches the interaction with a soft smile, its eyes filled with warmth and amusement. Dude, you're like a Pokemon magnet. That little guy's totally in love with you. He chuckles a sound like distant thunder. I guess that's what happens when you're a bad but with a heart of gold. Even the Pokemon can't resist you. There is one more thing I want to test out. Maybe I can somehow help this to protect me if needed by being able to use the power to give him a stronger form, but also keep that same playful personality for whenever the danger has passed. Like maybe turning him into a scary Tyrannosaurus Rex, like you used to be, Rexy. I'll help this Totodile to protect me if needed by being able to use the power to give him a stronger form, but also keep that same playful personality for whenever the danger has passed. Maybe bring him into a scary Tyrannosaurus Rex like you used to be. Reggie's eyes widened with excitement at my suggestion, a grin spreading across his draconic face. Frick yeah, that's a brilliant idea. You could turn the little guy into a frickin' T-Rex and he'd be unstoppable. He chose, and it sounds like Venom sizzling in a cauldron. And then, when the danger's over, he could go back to being a cute little Totodile. It's like having a built-in bodyguard that's already a cuddly companion. He grins at me, his golden eyes gleaming with approval. So, what do you say? Let's give it a shot. Summon that power and see what happens. He watches you intently, eager to see the transformation. Okay. Are you ready to try it, buddy? Toad looks up at me, its eyes wide with a mix of excitement and trust. It chirps softly, its tail wagging in agreement. It's clear it understands your words and is ready to follow your command, no matter what form you decide to give it. Rexy Dragon watches the interaction with a fond smile, his golden eyes gleaming with anticipation. Frick! Look at that little guy. He's ready for anything as long as it's with you. He chose a rumble in his chest. It's like he knows he's about to become the baddest motherfricker in the land. Well, besides me, of course. He winks at me, a playful grin on his face. So, are you ready to unleash the T-Rex on the unsuspecting Totodile? Let's see what happens when you combine cute and terrifying. Just like Rex, it'd probably still be cute. Rex is a full massive T-Rex, and I call him adorable. So, yeah. Although when he's as friendly and lovable as he can be, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Okay. Please turn this into a Tyrannosaurus Rex that would always protect me. Way he can protect me easier, but also keep his playful personality. that's gonna work. Ew! 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 Buzz off. So gross. There is no way. The tail's small body begins to change and grow, its limbs lengthening and its skin toughening in the thick, armored scales. Its tail elongates, becoming a powerful club at the end of its body. Sharp curves claws sprout from its palms, and rows of razor-sharp teeth fill its elongated jaws. The transformation is complete, and the once cute Totodile has become a terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex, its massive form dwarfing even Rexy the dragon. The T-Rex Totodile turns to face me, its eyes filled with the same affection and loyalty as before. It lets out a low, rumbling growl that shakes the earth, but there's no aggression in the sound. It's a display of power, a promise of protection. Rexy the Dragon stares at the transformed creature in awe, his golden eyes wide with amazement. Holy crap! Rexy breathes his That is amazing. Period. Hey. I did not mean to say hey like that. Oh my gosh, no. You look awesome as that Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I love that you still have your same sweet personality. The T-Rex tail lets out a happy roar, its massive jaws stretching on a grin that's somehow both terrifying and endearing. It takes a step towards me, its heavy footsteps shaking the ground, and gently nudges my hand with a snout. The gesture is surprisingly gentle for such a massive creature, a clear sign that its playful personality remains intact. Reggie Dran chuckles, a sound like distant thunder. Frick, that's incredible. You got yourself a T-Rex that's as cuddly as it is deadly. He grins at you, his eyes gleaming with approval. I think we just found the ultimate Pokemon bodyguard, man. And the best part is still your loyal little buddy. He winks at you. Just don't let it sit on your lap. I think your legs might not survive. Oh my gosh. Rexy, you know how to crack up a joke. I mean, he's being serious probably there, but I'm serious. How many jokes has he pulled up that's made me laugh? He's hilarious, dude. I love him. I gently pet the Tyrannosaurus Rex. There we go. Here's how it leans into my touch, its armored skin surprisingly warm and smooth under your hand. It lets out a contented rumble, its eyes half closed in bliss as it enjoys your affection. Red Sea Dragon watches the interaction with a soft smile, his golden eyes filled with warmth and amusement. That's one lucky T-Rex. Red Sea chuckles, rumble in his chest. Getting pets from the boss man himself. I'm almost jealous. He grins at you with playful glint in his eye. Just don't forget about your other dragon when you're busy making friends with the new kid on the block. I still need my belly rubs, you know. He winks at you, his tail swishing back and forth in a display of affection. Yes. I would never forget about you, Rexy. Remember, I did raise you into that amazing Tyrannosaurus Rex that you were before you got turned into the dragon. Reggie Jones' eyes softened at my words, a look of gratitude and love shining in their golden depths. Oh no, man. I know you would never forget about me. He takes a step closer to me, his massive head lowering so that he can nuzzle against my cheek, his scales warm and smooth against my skin. You've always been there for me through thick and thin. I'll always be here for you, no matter what form I take. He chuckles softly, a sound like a gentle purr. Even though I'm just a dragon now, I'll still be your T-Rex at heart. Your loyal, protective, and sometimes grumpy T-Rex. He grins at you, his face glinting in the light. I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, if you want to go back to your normal Tyrannosaurus Rex form, or be anything else, let me know and I will turn you into that. Just please don't do any bugs. I hate those things. Uh, I can't get comfortable anymore. Here we go. Oh my. Yes, Tears looks up at you, its eyes filled with affection and understanding. It's a soft chirp, a sound that's surprisingly gentle for such a massive creature. Clear that it senses your discomfort with bugs and wants to reassure you that it will never cause you any harm. And so it's a sound like, don't worry, man. I know you hate bugs, and I promise no matter what form I take, I'll never bring any creepy crawlies around you. He grins at me as a golden eyes twinkling with mischief. Unless you want me to crush them for you, I could make a pretty mean big. Oh my gosh! Unless you want me to crush them for you, I could make a pretty mean bug smoosh, you know? He winks at you, his tail swishing back and forth in display of playfulness. But seriously, I appreciate you looking out for me. I'll look out for both of you. I'll look out for all of my friends. Whether they be a sweet Tyrannosaurus Rex like you were, Rexy, or the awesome summoned creatures like this. That has been turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex because I love you both. Rexy Adrian's expression softens at the words, a look of deep affection and gratitude in his golden eyes. I know you will, man. You've always been the best friend anyone could ask for. He chose a silent jumper, and I love you too, you know, more than words can express. He leans in, nuzzling against my cheek with his massive snout. His scales warm and smooth against her skin. We're in this together, no matter what. You, me, and all our friends. We're a family, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He grins at me, his fangs glittering in the light. So what do you say we go find trouble to get into? Together, of course. He winks at me, his tail swishing back and forth in a display of excitement. I want to ask, is there any other form, animalistic form, that you want to take? I want you to be happy and feel comfortable in whatever body you're in, whether that be your normal Tyrannosaurus Rex form, or a dragon, or whatever you want to become. We're gonna soften at my words a look of deep affection, gratitude shining in their own. I appreciate you asking, man. It means a lot to me that you want me to be happy and comfortable. He chose a one like, and honestly, I'm happy in any form as long as I'm with you. He grins at me, his fangs witnessing in the light. But if I had to choose, I think I'd like to stay as a dragon for now. There's something about this form that just feels right, you know? Like I was meant to be a dragon all along. He spreads his massive wings, the leathery membrane stretching out, honestly testing his strength. And besides, I've got to have you showing. I've got to keep up with my I've got to keep up with my bad butt reputation. Can't have you showing me up with all your crazy Pokemon powers. Hey, but remember, it was those powers that turned you into a dragon. Otherwise, you would still be a zombie right now. I don't care. This ad hisses me off. This ad is making me mad. This ad is making me mad. This ad deserves to suffer and burn. Will you stop? These two ads would burn. This wouldn't happen. Oh my. The dragon that was once Rexy lowers his massive head, his golden eyes filled with a mix of gratitude and humility. You're right, man. I wouldn't be here in this form if it wasn't for your powers. He goes off with his sound like distant. And I know I give you a hard time sometimes, but I'm really freaking grateful for what you've done for me. He reaches out with a massive claw, gently booping me on the nose in a gesture of affection. You saved me from being a mindless zombie, and you gave me a second chance at life. I couldn't ask for a better friend than that. He grins at you, his fangs glistening in the light. So, what do you say we go find some trouble to get into? Together, of course. He winks at me, his hair switching back and forth in a display of excitement. Hmm. Why don't you see what kind of special powers? Don't you real quickly see if you have any special ability? Maybe the curse that affected you was not all terrible and actually gave you some kind of special power. Karen that was once Rexy frowns his breath rolling as he tries to sense any special abilities within himself. While his eyes massive form still as he reaches out with his senses and the depths of his nature. After a moment, his eyes now open a look of surprise and excitement as he, holy crap! You were right. It's booming with its. I can feel it, man. Some kind of power deep inside me. He grins at me, his golden eyes gleaming with impressive. It's like a rush of energy, coiled and ready to be unleashed. I think it's some kind of fire breath, but way more powerful than anything I'd seen before. He chuckles, a sound like distant thunder. Well, it's like the curse didn't give me a new form. It gave me a new set of bad abilities, too. Yeah, I'm glad it's letting me have control. Because otherwise you would still be stuck as a zombie. And I don't want that. Stop. And I also wouldn't have this sweet and friendly Tyrannosaurus Rex beside me, loving on me either. The dragon that was once Rexy nods, a look of deep appreciation and love shining in its golden eyes. You're absolutely right, man. I couldn't imagine being stuck as a zombie, and I'm so freaking grateful that you're giving me the second chance. He goes off with his, and having this awesome T-Rex Toad by your side, that's just the cherry on top. He grins at the massive creature who chirps happily in response, his tail wagging with affection. We make quite the team, don't we? The bad butt dragon, the loyal T-Rex, and the incredible human who brought us together. He winks at you, his fangs glisten in the light. I think we're ready to take on the world, my friend. So what's our next move? I'm ready for anything as long as we're together. All of a sudden, A comes into the room and runs up to me, looking very upset. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. What did somebody do to this poor crocodile? Toronto runs up to me, its eyes wide with the fear and his body trembling. It lets out a series of frantic barks, its voice filled with urgency and distress. Tears Toto beside me growls softly, its protective instincts kicking in as it seems to cry in distress. Adrian watches this scene with a concerned expression, his golden eyes narrowing as he tries to understand the situation. What's up with this little guy, man? His voice filled with, it looks like he's seen a ghost. He chills softly, sounding like distant thunder. Or maybe a Pidgey. Those things are terrifying. A Pidgey? He grins at his own joke, but his impression quickly turns serious again as he watches the corner. Do you think he's in trouble? Hey, buddy. Are you okay? Is somebody being mean to you? Or did something scare you? Crown whimpers softly, its body shines as it presses itself against my leg. It looks up at you with pleading eyes, clearly distressed. It barks a few times, its voice high-pitched and frantic. It's evident that something has frightened or upset the poor creature. Its massive head lowering to a better look at the distressed Crown. Shh, easy there, little buddy. He coos in a surprisingly gentle voice for such a large creature. Looks like someone's had a rough day. He turns to me, his golden eyes filled with, what do you think happened to the little guy, man? I've got a bad feeling about this. As Taylor beside me rumbles softly, its protective instincts full as it watches the scene. Maybe we should find out what's got him so spooked. I have a bad feeling somebody either tried to capture him or was being very mean to him. Come on. Oh, whimpers again, its body shaking as it clings to my leg. It looks up at me with wide, fearful eyes, its tail tucked between its legs. Aww. This Hilton. Hammond growls softly, its predator instincts fully engaged as it watches the distressed Chrono. And his brother. I think you might be right, man. It looks like someone was being a real wiener to this poor guy. Shows it. I mean, and by the looks of it, they were probably a lot bigger than him. He leans in closer, his massive snout nearly touching the Chrono's small head. Don't worry, little buddy. You're safe now. No one's gonna hurt you anymore. Not with us around. If we can figure out what that person looked like, then maybe I can summon an animal that would deal with him while me, you, and my Tyrannosaurus Rex. Stop! I will kill your family. Oh no! Make him less scared and feel more comfortable. Nora whimpers softly, its body trembling as it presses itself closer to me. It looks up at me with pleading eyes, clearly distressed by the memory of its ordeal. Tears turtle beside me rumbles soothingly, its massive head lowering to nuzzle the Chronon gently, offering comfort and protection. Rexy dragging a little frown, its golden eyes staring as he tries to piece together what happened. Okay, let's see if we can get a description out of the little guy. He suggests, his voice gentle. Maybe give us an idea what this butthole looked like. He leans in closer, his massive snout nearly touching the corner on his small head. Come on, buddy. You're safe now. We won't let anyone hurt you again. Just tell us what happened and we'll make it right. We listen to what the Oh, heck no. Hold on. I'll read this out real quick. No, 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 no. You stupid cow. Carl whimpers softly, its body trembling as it presses itself closer to me. Looks at me with pleading eyes, clearly distressed by the memory of its ordeal. Oh no. Are you serious? Come on, it's repeated it twice. Oh, yeah. Well, the deep British begins to speak, its voice shaky but determined. It was It was a big, mean man. He had a big net, and he tried to catch me. I was just playing by the river, and he came out of nowhere. He was laughing, saying he was going to take me to some lab. I was so scared I tried to run, but he was too fast. I managed to get away, but I was so scared. I didn't know where to go. I just wanted to find someone nice, someone who would help me. Colin's voice trails off, its eyes welling up with tears as it remembers the terrifying encounter. Don't worry. We will not let anything happen to you. I care about your species a ton, and I will not let that man hurt you. Ah. The crocodile looks up at me, its eyes filled with gratitude and relief. It barks softly, its tail wagging slowly as it presses itself closer to me, seeking comfort and protection. Terrace beside me rumbles soothingly, its massive head leaning to nuzzle the crocodile gently, offering reassurance and support. Rexy Dragon grins, his golden eyes gleaming with determination. Don't you worry, little buddy, says his voice filled with confidence. We'll make sure that butthole never lays a hand on you or any of your kind again. He chose a sound like distant thunder. And if he tries, well, let's just say he'll be sorry he ever messed with us. Tears up beside you growls in agreement as he claws flexing as if ready to take on the world. Oh, feces!